In this video, we are going to learn about ES6 Arrow Functions and how we can use them in our application. So let's dive into our code editor. So if I clean my code and write a function, let's call it error logger, or let's write it error log only. And if I create a function like this and write a console log over here. So this is the traditional way in which we write our functions. And if I call my function over here and run my code, you can see that it prints the error message just like how we have printed it over here. I can also change it to an argument based function by writing an argument over here. Let's say error argument, and we'll move our message from here. We'll cut it and print the error directly over here, and we'll write our message in the function call. And now if I run it, we'll still see the same message over here. The second way in which we can use this function is by using ES6 arrow operator. And what we can do is we will create a constant and we'll call it error function, or you can say error logger. So the first thing is the constant, which means that this function will be a constant function and we cannot change its value later on. The second argument is the function name, and we can change it to any function name that you want to have. Third argument is the equal sign or operator. And fourth thing is how many arguments it will be receiving. For now, we don't have any arguments, so we'll leave it to empty arguments. Fifth is the arrow operator, and it will be preceded by curly braces in order to show encapsulation of the function. So over here, what we can do is we can again console log a message. Let's say console log, and we'll copy the same message over here. And if I print it now, let me comment down my previous function. And if I call my error logger now, you can see the result is same. And now if I change the argument, let's say error, and call it over here and pass the argument in a function call and run it now, the result is still same. So what's the difference between using an ES6 arrow operator and a function that we usually use in JavaScript? The main reason is that it is an upgrade from our previous function declaration, which always had some kind of conflict with this keyword in JavaScript. If you are aware of using classes in JavaScript, then you might be aware that this keyword always creates some kind of issues when we are creating functions and calling some kind of variable or function using this keyword. So in order to avoid that, we use ES6 arrow operator, and this never has those kind of issues with this keyword. It works in the same way as in development and same way in the runtime also, and doesn't create any side effects. Another way in which we can call this ES6 arrow operator is we can also remove these brackets from our arguments. This is only possible in the case when there are only one argument. This is only possible in case when there is only one argument. If there are two arguments, let's say error 2, this is not possible. And if I run this now, it will give us an error, as you can see. And if I remove this, it will still work perfectly fine. So that's it for this video, and see you guys in the next one.